No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not talking about this again, dude. We are not making this video. Just kidding, we are, because you already read the title. You saw the thumbnail. Today we are talking about the Montreal Canadiens and their first overall pick, Juraj Slafkovsky. Because the conversations that I'm seeing pop up all over social media, on Twitter, on Reddit, on the Instagram comments. Oh my gosh, it is a total cesspool in the Instagram comments. All of the conversations that are popping up about Slafkovsky that have arisen over the past 3 days or so have really been negative. We've been seeing a bunch of clips, individual plays of Slafkovsky's 23-24 getting posted and lambasted everywhere on Twitter. We are endlessly seeing the breakdowns as to where Slafkovsky is going wrong, where he doesn't process a play properly, where Newhook sends a pass to open space and Slafkovsky doesn't go down to get it, where Josh Anderson tries to do a thing and Slafkovsky is not there. A few days ago, we made a video asking about Juraj Slafkovsky and saying, hey, we need to talk about this guy. He had 1 point in however many games played. Guess what? He's still at that 1 point in what is now 10 games played, his point per game number going worse by the game. And there are just more and more posts being made that are going somewhat viral on social media that are all painting Slafkovsky in a terrible light. Let's go out there and talk about some of these and ask a few questions as well, particularly as to whether or not Juraj Slafkovsky really is that bad. Here is a post made by Andy and Rono from October 31st, so before we even made the We Need to Talk About Slafkovsky video. Yikes, Slafkovsky has 1 point in 9 games played. This is not really the ideal start for Slafkovsky in this season. We are really concerned that this could be the worst number 1 draft pick since Nail Yakupov, to be honest. Slafkovsky's player profile is then posted on the tweet. He is at a 33 percentile number this season, 44 percentile in offense, 8 percentile in defense, and the numbers are just not looking good. You then had yourselves, a few days later, JFresh, this is from November 3rd, so yesterday, who posted Juraj Slafkovsky's wins above replacement from his own model. Long story short, Slafkovsky went from a bottom 11 percentile player in the NHL last year to a bottom 5 percentile player. He is in the bottom 5% of players in the league when it comes to even strength offensive metrics, even strength defensive metrics, penalty metrics, and finishing metrics. The biggest change here, of course, is that minus 18 in finishing. The guy is just not finding ways to score, and the numbers reflect extraordinarily poorly as a result. Now, you did have many Canadiens fans, unsurprisingly, coming to Slafkovsky's aid in the replies of this post. Oh, are you saying that NHL stat people on Twitter know more than the GMs? Oh, are you saying that he is a bust? This, that, the other thing. People are clamoring everywhere about the mere acknowledgement, the posting that Juraj Slafkovsky has not been good this season. And it gets even worse when you go to some of the other posts that actually popped off even more. Here's a tweet from Ryan Whitney. Yeah, Spittin' Chicklets. We all know Whit. He talks about the Juraj Slafkovsky thing, and he says that he talked about it briefly on Chicklets. He is not currently an NHL player. We hope things turn around for him, but this has some serious Nail Yakupov vibes. And again, there are a bunch of conversations in the replies asking, hey, is this an overreaction? The guy's 19. Are you gonna really give up on him after 1 season? And is that really fair to start comparing him to one of the biggest busts we have seen as a first overall pick in recent memory? Here's a tweet from David St. Louis, one of the guys over there on Elite Prospects who does work for them, that tries to go out there and dispel the commentary about Slafkovsky. This is also from yesterday. Slafkovsky doesn't lack hockey sense. It's not his main strength, but it is more than good enough. It's also too simple to reach for the, oh, he matured early and dominated because of it explanation. These players are easy to spot. He had way more going on for him in his draft year. This problem with Slafkovsky right now is more of a developmental problem. Sebastian High, who does stuff for Dauber, ends up replying and saying, yeah, I fully agree with this. The Habs' rigid development approach is really hurting him. The early season sparks with Doc and Newhook were promising, but they need to get him back in a position where he can thrive, whether it be high-quality NHL line mates or big AHL minutes. And so while there is some good to go along with the bad, the overarching idea that I've been seeing pop up on my timeline more than ever before is this idea, this insinuation, that Juraj Slafkovsky is going to be so bad that he is going to be the next Nail Yakupov. And one of the big reasons for that, or one of the big ideas that people toss around in response to that is, hey, look at Slafkovsky and his rookie season in the NHL. The guy had 10 points, 39 games played. Guess what Yakupov had when he debuted with the Oilers? 31 points in 48 games played. His rookie season is already looking to be better than what Juraj Slafkovsky is going to accomplish in his first, second, maybe third or fourth seasons in the NHL. How is it that a guy can be first overall, have all these skills, all these qualities, all these tangibles, play in the NHL, get hurt, get that benefit of the doubt, come back, and still be this unproductive? And the main answer, at least according to some of the scouts on Elite Prospects and Dauber, is that the Canadiens are really the ones at fault here. How they're not giving him meaningful minutes, how they're not giving him meaningful line mates, and giving him the opportunity to really grow and expand on the skills that made him a top player in the 2022 draft. And here's the thing, we all recognize that Slafkovsky is playing a little bit better than before. Like, sure, you could say that the JFresh chart that was posted, wherein it says that Slafkovsky is significantly worse than last year, is wrong because the eye test is looking a lot better, but there were games at the beginning of this season where Juraj Slafkovsky was facilitating play, winning board battles, and doing some pretty good things. It's just these results have not resulted in points, and quite frankly, things are getting worse as the season goes on. He is so not clicking with Alex Newhook and Josh Anderson, it's not even funny. You watch the highlight packs on YouTube, you watch all the people posting individual clips of plays that are broken down and just broken up by the opposition. It's not good. And so, is there legitimate reason to be concerned? I would say yes and no. No, because the guy is only 19. And I've been saying that the entire time. You always tell me in the comment section, yes, I know the guy is only 19. But that doesn't mean we have to just completely dismiss all of his faults and shortcomings at this point in his development. Because if he doesn't develop properly, at what point do you start to recognize that as a problem? When he's 23, 24 years old? The guy is, sure, very young, but things have not been going all too well. And the only response I'll toss out to that Yakupov thing is that Nail Yakupov didn't really succeed in the National Hockey League, not necessarily because of the same reasons that Slafkovsky is not succeeding right now. It's not because Yakupov didn't have the right line mates or didn't have the right time on ice or whatever. He was a good player for what he was. The problem was, Nail Yakupov had an ego so big that it really set him up for the worst type of career possible where he wasn't really getting what he wanted. And as a result, he bounced around from team to team, didn't show up, didn't end up getting any better, and was out of the NHL by the time he's 28 years old or whatever it was. Yakupov right now is 30, and he left the NHL in 2018, so yeah, I was really wrong about that. 25. He was 25 when he left. There you go, even worse, right? There was a big ego problem here with Yakupov, and I don't think it's fair to say that same type of issue exists within Slafkovsky's profile. Now, sure, Yakupov did have himself a pretty bustful first overall career, but Juraj Slafkovsky, I mean, look, if Slafkovsky's NHL career ends by the time 2028 rolls around or whatever, then okay, fine, we'll make that comparison. But for right now, sure, the profile, the production, the stats, they all look very discouraging, but it's way too early to conclude if he is indeed the next Nail Yakupov. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Montreal Canadiens development style of Juraj Slafkovsky, and is it really this bad in your opinion? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.